So, you're the new manager? Welcome aboard. I know you've just taken over and you're probably walking right into that classic factory challenge. How do you get your maintenance team out of the constant firefighting mode and into a state of, well, calm, predictable reliability? I'm here to hand you the roadmap for doing exactly that. Let's jump.
I bet this feels a little too familiar, right? You're hunting for a part number in some random spreadsheet, trying to find a machine's repair history in another, and all the while a production line is down and everyone's looking at you. That's navigating without a map. It's chaotic, it's stressful, and frankly, it's incredibly expensive. So together, we're going to build that map.
All right, first things first. We have to be brutally honest about the day-to-day reality. Before you can fix a problem, you have to look it square in the eye and understand what it actually looks like on the factory floor. On the left, that's probably the chaos you've inherited. Decisions are based on guesswork, on gut feelings. You've got a skilled team, for sure, but they're trapped in this endless cycle of putting out fires. But that picture on the right, that's our destination. It's a world where data gives you clear answers, and your team gets to be proactive, to be true stewards of your assets. This isn't just about software. It's about fundamentally changing how your factory operates. So, where do we start? We start by building the map. Forget all the fancy strategies for a minute. The very first step is creating a single, reliable source of truth, a complete, centralized database of every single asset in this facility. Honestly, this is the non-negotiable foundation for everything else that follows. Just think about what this foundation gives you right out of the gate. Complete records mean no more digging through binders for a serial number. A full maintenance history lets you finally spot that one pump that fails every 6 months, so you can calculate its true cost of ownership. Audits? Suddenly, they're not a nightmare. You're ready. And by moving to real-time data, you just eliminate all those paper-based errors and delays. The first phase of implementation really is all about training your team to trust this new single source of truth. And the impact? It's immediate. Just by getting this one thing right, just by creating that map, we consistently see a 10 to 12% jump in equipment uptime. And that's in the first year. That's not some distant goal. That's a near-term result that puts more product out the door, period. Okay, so we've built our map. Now we can stop just reacting to every pothole in the road and start navigating with some real intelligence. This is the big shift, moving from being reactive to being truly strategic. Look, this is the maturity curve I see every successful factory follow. Most start at step 1, that costly, chaotic break-fix model. The first big leap is to preventative maintenance, scheduling regular service to stop things from breaking. But the real game changer is step 3, predictive. That's where you use real data from your machines to fix things right before they break. Think of the time, money, and unnecessary work that saves. And the prize for getting to that predictive stage is, well, it's huge. A 30% cut in maintenance costs isn't just about saving money on parts. It's about optimizing your entire team's time and resources. And a 20% boost in uptime? That means more product, higher quality, and a massive transformation of your factory's bottom line. Now, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds great, but what's the real return on this investment? Fair question. Let's break down the business case and look at the actual numbers you can expect to see in year 1.
This is the big one, isn't it? It's the question that every manager has to answer. Is this investment really worth it? What is the actual typical ROI you can take back to your leadership team with confidence?
10 to 20%. That's a 10 to 20% reduction in your maintenance costs. And that's just in the first year. That savings comes from smarter scheduling, optimized parts inventory, and the absolutely massive cost reduction you get from eliminating unplanned downtime. The system pays for itself, and it does it very, very quickly. And look, that ROI isn't just a number we hope for. We measure it. We use clear, simple key performance indicators. We'll watch MTBF, mean time between failures, to prove our assets are actually getting more reliable. We'll track MTTR, mean time to repair, to see your team getting faster and more efficient. And we'll measure OEE, overall equipment effectiveness, which is really the gold standard for showing how productive your machinery truly is. But here's the thing. That first-year ROI is fantastic, but it's just the beginning. The real long-term goal here is to transform maintenance from an isolated department into the intelligent heart of the factory, totally connected to the rest of the business. This is the end game. By integrating your asset management system with other platforms, you become a strategic partner. You connect the ERP, the financial system, so you can align budgets, You use IoT sensors to get real-time health data from your equipment. You link to your SCADA control systems to find the true root cause of failures. All of a sudden, maintenance isn't just fixing things anymore. It's providing the data that drives smarter business decisions across the entire organization. And what this all leads to is a new identity for your department and a new role for you. You're no longer just a repair manager. You become a strategic asset steward. Your job isn't just to fix things anymore. It's to maximize the value of your company's most critical assets and directly drive the success of the business. So, the choice really is this simple. Are you going to continue managing the daily chaos, or are you ready to start building future reliability? One path is reactive, stressful, and costly. The other is predictable, profitable, and strategic. You have the roadmap. It's time to start the journey.